The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The Texans had 8-3 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Now Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Back to throw, Watson.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. But the big story in this one, of course, Deshaun Watson back in Houston where he began his career. Drafted 12th overall in 2017. 3-time Pro Bowler as a Texan. And was officially traded to Cleveland back on April 27th.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Another carry for Pierce to about the 23.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Mills on 3rd and 2. This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Boy, 4th and 2. This crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Mills. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Oh, nice move. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a Dr. David. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll try the air now with Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now it's Watson. Steps away. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Kareem Hunt halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Watson on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Watson off play action. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That's returnable now for Smith.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
19.
Mills on first down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
A give left side for Pierce.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Mills. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Throwing, Mills.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Watson gets this one to Cooper.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier, probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Mills. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Mills now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A first down throw for Mills.
Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
Again, it's Mills.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
108 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Collins. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Mills on his sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mills on the sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Now Mills.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Chubb on the counter. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The York on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again. He's got it to Collins, complete.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
And it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Set.